No Wolf still.
was lord
Week 72,
of
no
this
Wolf.
place.
Wow.
Before the crows and rats
And
made it their
no
domain.
moon cloaks. Sad day. Okay, let's see what's next. We're done with the cove, so that is pointless. Should maybe do this. We don't need to though, right? We only need 20% meter. Oh crap, what does Apprentice Short Dungeon give? How many percent? Does anyone remember? It's been so long. But when she starts eating for 2, Heartless eating for 2. I can't remember the percentage. Is it 20%? I feel like it is, but I don't want to waste a week if I'm misremembering. Apprentice Short Dungeon percentage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna come to me. If anyone knows, let me know, because I don't remember at all. Do not remember. Oh, I need to get you guys out of this party. Speaking of apprentice, who do we have now? We do need to pick up one apprentice damage dealer, so Brother Mod, goodbye. Brother Mod.
Another soul battered and broken, cast aside like a spent torch.
We'll grab the Crusader for now. Yeah, no idea how to look it up. It's 25%. Thank you. I knew it was, I thought it was 20 or 25. Another Hellion God. And Novax, welcome in. Maverick, welcome back. Hey, Maverick. No, that's her if you do the boss itself, I think. That's okay. I think Lunar got it. I'm gonna trust Lunar's percentage. If she's wrong, then we'll just ban her forever. It's okay. But yeah, thank you for checking. I was pretty sure there wasn't anything below 20%, but could not remember for the life of me. Life of me. So that was the progress you need? Gotcha, thank you. Quick draw on Hysteric. Okay. And then Brother Mod, right?
A mighty sword arm anchored by
all right, we'll do that. That should unlock
a zealous warrior.
The prophets. And we need to make sure our prophet team is ready to go as well. Make sure they don't need anything removed this week or anything. We're going into the ruins. We won't worry about the bleed. Okay. Lydia for the next 3 quotes. Are you doing potent quotables? Are you bypassing the redemption for that? All right, Trevor, let's read the next 3. All right, here we go.
Hey, Trevor. Quote number 1939. I used to come here to die back in the day. Quote number 1153. Oh, can I go in my parents' bedroom now? Yeah, I've always wanted to go in my parents' bedroom. Weird quote. Weird quotes. Unlike most quotes. I missed one. One more. One more. Quote 925. They didn't come out of the womb with a 6-pack.
I don't know what that's about, but it's true. Thanks, Trevor. Even though you cheated. Let's see. We'll still go Barristons and Dark Tambourine. It's all good. No worries. Dark Bracer. Dark Bracer. Sure do like that Dark Bracer. Wow, a speed of 3. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with myself. Okay, it's short dungeon. We don't have to camp. Take smites. We'll take Holy Lance in case we get shuffled, I suppose. Yeah. That's good. I think we can slice. That's all good. All right, I need to check. Do we have any stress to get rid of? No. Who's going to the profit fights? Same thing as we always do, I guess. So, Jaliet. Evasive, very important for that fight. So Jaliet doesn't need anything removed, nothing locked in, so they're fine. We're also gonna bring let's see. Swanky doesn't need anything removed. Locked in. They already have 2 locked in. Let's see. Lunar, Dark Temptation we good to get rid of. Hard Skin, so we probably will take you. We haven't had any Vestals that were Hippocratic or whatever. Hard Noggin is probably better actually for this. Yeah, so Irish will go. But doesn't need anything. And then our Hound Master, I think it's R squared that's going. Yeah, and he's fine as is too. I don't know actually. We might take Misfortune because of Evasive. Evasive and Clodder. On guard, Slugger. Ruins Explorer is really nice though, and Holy Slayer. I mean, we have to get to him as well. Yeah, but either way, neither of them need anything removed, so we're good to go to the Champion Prophet next week if there's nothing else on the map that we need to do. I guess I'll go ahead and start getting rid of some stuff like this in case I use them in Darkest Dungeon 4. Should really just decide which team I'm using for DD4 this time. And go ahead and get them all set up. Let's go and get rid of Dark Temptation on Lunar as well. No disease to get rid of? No. So we already got rid of the person with the tapeworm. We have so many heirlooms. There's just nothing really I need to spin them on. Like, that's done. This is done. This is done. I mean, I could work on unlocking a 3rd treatment ward. I suppose. I might as well. Which one does it take? Bus. Bus. Surprised we even have this many heirlooms. This is mainly just from quest rewards.
The front line of this
so maybe we'll bring some
war is
bus
not in
back.
a dungeon, but
Time for a
rather
chicken sandwich. Maybe 3?
inside the mind.
Maybe 3. I think 3 is the right answer. All right, let's go. Short dungeon. We'll take all the food. 2 shovels. Basically like 2 of everything, which is kind of overkill for a short dungeon, but you know, I don't want to risk anything. We don't have a camp to recover on if this goes badly. Ah, more fireworks. Or maybe artillery, I can't tell.
Must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the
Short
seat
dungeon. Look
of
at this
our
little
noble
dungeon.
line.
Look at this little guy. I really shouldn't be getting treasure. I should be saving these for fights. Such a little dungeon. 100% of room battles? There are no room battles. Just at least one. That's another thing about the speed runs is
Glittering gold,
in a game like this, there's so much RNG, right? And not just with like
paid for in blood.
damage rolls and dodge rolls and stuff like that, but dungeon layout. So sometimes you would have a dungeon like this that you need to get through, and you would only have like 1 or 2 room battles, and you just win instantly, pretty much. That would save you several minutes under the speed run. Yeah, that's right. Look at the little guy. He's doing the best he can. Uh-oh. No. No, spiders. No.
Another one falls. Back to the pit.
Thanks, Orchestra. It is for while they've been helping. No, they have not. Die, spiders, die. That's right. We're pretty safe now. We're pretty safe now. Not a lot of stress in there, though. Good dodge. I say that, but I mean, he could roll fast speed next time. We still could have gotten a crit on us, but
cleansed from our lands.
Not super likely for it to happen. These spiders, a rolled up newspaper. You need a pretty big newspaper. Don't worry, Oscar. These spiders, they eat mosquitoes, so they're fine. Just put this guy outside. Get him on a paper towel.
Impunity.
Take him out back. It's fine. Sunday New York Times on him.
A decisive bubbling.
Dodge. Dodge. We crit, we can kill, so.
Obliterated.
This is for they deal with 8-legged crawlies.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Put at him. Oh, 1 HP left. 1 HP.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
All right. Well, don't need that torch, that's for sure. What's in the bag?
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Beyond measure. It literally measures it. Tells you how much gold you got. Wayne's not great with numbers. Plug stomping boots on. Here's broomstick. I don't know. Put on boots to squish the spiders. Pretty long process. Number grave robber. Any reason why? Just curious. Yeah. So in Zero Light, those ones are. It's a couple of things. A couple of different things. I usually do Zero Light, so some classes are gonna just naturally be worse in Zero Light for a myriad of reasons. And so for one, take the leper. The leper, they've made it a little bit better. But if the leper is shuffled, he is kind of useless. He's not really going to do anything helpful if he gets shuffled to the back. And in Zero Light, your chance of being shuffled is increased by a really huge margin. So that's one reason I don't use him. The other thing is when you're not you're trying to figure out which class to use for a party setup, you got to think, is there another class that does the same role better? So another thing, why use the leper when the Hellion exists, you know? Like, unless you like the leper, the Hellion hits almost as hard. She has good accuracy already compared to him, so she doesn't miss as often. And she doesn't need trinkets to compensate for that lack of accuracy. So therefore, she can have trinkets more for crit and damage and do just as much, if not more damage than the leper. And she can hit every position. So generally, stress casters are in the back. There's a very slight chance occasionally that like the drummer pig will be in position 2. But in general, the stress casters will be in the back. The lepers can't do anything. And most often, your main target should be the stress casters first. And the leper doesn't really help you much with that. So it's just like, why use leper when the Hellion exists for them? For the bounty hunter is good, but marks are kind of too slow aside from certain enemies and certain bosses. So usually it's just better to damage the enemy, in my opinion. In those scenarios, I really shouldn't have jumped in front of it with him. We might still get a stress heal in, so I will move him back. And what was the last class? I like the bounty hunter. He's good, and he's really good in PvP. But in PvE, he's a good character, but he's more of a like decent at everything, not great at anything other than maybe displacement and marks. But again, marks aren't great on a lot of things. What was the other one?
Decimated.
Grave Robber. So the Grave Robber has a slight problem being squishy. So a lot of times the Grave Robber in these kind of runs, she'll get crit down to Death's Door, but she's so fast baseline that even with the minus speed from being on Death's Door recovery, she'll still go first, and then she'll die to a Bleed or a Blight. I mean, it's not always gonna happen, but when you're like min-maxing on those crazy challenges, you have to think more about those sort of things. All those classes are fine in normal playing conditions, and if you like them. One of the things about Darkest Dungeon is that everything is so decently balanced that you can really use the class that you like in most situations and be fine. Unless you're doing like deathless, torchless crap where you have to do those min-max where an additional 5% can mean the difference, you know? Anyway, that was probably a much longer answer than you were looking for, Croatoan. But there you go. There's the answer. Short dungeons cannot have a secret room, so we can open this. Check out all trades. Yeah, and master none for the most part. God helps leper ends up. Yeah, and that's another thing we were talking about the other night. There's not a lot of moves in Darkest Dungeon that move people backwards. If there were more moves in the game that shuffled backwards, there's only a few, really, compared to how many send you forward. And that might help the leper a lot, because the leper is pretty slow. And if you had a team like that, you might be able to shuffle people back while dealing damage, and then get your leper moved up without having to waste a turn actually using move, you know? So, hopefully Darkest Dungeon 2 has some more moves that send you back rather than mostly advancing moves.
Watch your step.
Slide information. Hopefully in a good way. Hopefully in a good way. Didn't realize the game was this serious with RNG and stuff. Well, like I said, it's really well balanced, so you don't have to worry about those little things as much, the little min-maxy things, unless you're doing one of those crazy things. Why do you even want the leper in Darkest Dungeon 2 though? That's a question.
Be gone.
Skills move them back. Grave Robber, Antiquarian, Shellbreaker, yeah. It's kind of interesting that Bola and what's the equivalent of Bola on the Musketeer, that those move back one position in PvP. I would really like to see that in PvE. That'd be really nice. Jester, yeah, with Finale, if you want to count that, yeah. That is true. You can only use Finale once per battle, and then it debuffs him so much. You're probably not going to use that at the start.
Destroyed.
Yeah, but I get asked specifically why I don't use some of those classes pretty often. Those are just my reasonings behind it. Yeah, right. Finale's only one use yet. Yep. This is the last battle.
As the fiend falls.
And Raz, how do you, George? Welcome in. We can stress heal before we go home back there too, so I might as well just kill.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh, a short dungeon. That's so weird. I don't think we've done any short dungeons since like first few weeks in the game. Maybe the first 7 or 8 weeks.
More bones return.
That should open up
Devils remanded to
profit,
their abyss.
hopefully. Intense craving for alcohol. Night blindness. Wasting sickness. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking this button. It helps out a ton. And after all of that, be sure to check out the next video right up here. Of course, as always, thank you guys for watching.